Okay guys, now we'll see TypeScript. So like if you Google just normal TypeScript, you can see description. So TypeScript is a programming language. So it itself is a programming language developed and maintained by Microsoft. So it was developed and maintained by Microsoft. It is a strict syntactical superset of JavaScript. So what does mean? So it is strict. So strict, you have seen what strict keyword does. So basically you just can't write any wrong code or something which may cause error. So it's strict value and superset of JavaScript. So that means it's built on top of JavaScript, like it's using the features of JavaScript and it's built on top of that. And you can see TypeScript designed for development of large applications and blah blah blah. So it's normally designed. So you will be wondering what is different between TypeScript and JavaScript. So difference is that in TypeScript you get additional features and like cleaner code syntax, declaration of variables in a very easy way. Like in JavaScript you just can't say this variable will be string. Okay, in TypeScript we can say okay, this variable will be string. So that's beneficial. So you can write like I mean the code will be itself understandable. You can just think of you are adding comments. You add comments, okay, this is a this variable. So you can think of TypeScript, it just add comments in the code. You can think like that because it makes your code cleaner. But there are drawback of TypeScript. So what? TypeScript can't be run on the browser and not on the with the help of Node.js also. Then you'll be like, then what? I mean, you say then why will use TypeScript? I mean, it can't be run on browser also, not with the Node.js also. Then how we will learn TypeScript? So what we do, we just convert TypeScript to JavaScript, and that JavaScript we run on the browser or wherever we want. Then you will be again like, when in the end we are converting to JavaScript, then why we are writing in the TypeScript? So that's the main point, because in TypeScript we write clean code which can have like less errors chances, no, like there aren't any chances of getting error, like a lot of validation are added. So that's why we write in TypeScript, then we convert into JavaScript. And like in React.js we'll use TypeScript. Then when you can write Node.js applications API in TypeScript. So whatever wherever you want you can just write it. So okay, so how to install TypeScript? So it's a npm package. So if I show you npm TypeScript, you can see here, and you can see weekly download is like 17 million or so. And this package has to be explicitly installed globally, like you have to install global. It uses Node.js, but you can't just run with Node.js. It will it just uses some Node.js packages, but it runs by itself. So we just say npm install global TypeScript, and you can see other ways also. So let's just start with that. So what I'll do, I'll go to my PC, and here I make a new folder and call it TS. Yeah, and here we'll just open with code, and here I'll go to terminal, and I'll say npm install global TypeScript. Yeah, so this is the way you install TypeScript globally. Now you can just access it with calling TCS. See, TypeScript added. So you can just access it with calling TCS, sorry, TSC. See, now a bunch of options appears. Let me just make it bigger. So TSC stand for maybe TypeScript only. So it's TSC, not TCS. You can see the TypeScript compiler version 4.42. So this is a TypeScript compiler. What does it does? Your TypeScript compiler only converts your TypeScript code into JavaScript code. Okay guys, so it's a TypeScript compiler. TSC compiles the current project. If you just write TSC and the file name, it will convert your project to JavaScript. TSCS like this, and you can just read a bunch of things are there. You can just read it. So let me just show you something. So how do we use it and what are the features? So like a normal, So firstly I'll make a index.html file, yeah, normal, and here I'll just do this, and here I will just make one input tag, and here I'll say id, and here I'll give num1 and put a br maybe, then input tag id equals to num2, put a br tag, yeah. Now we'll say calculate, okay, sorry, button. So here we'll say calculate, okay, I want to calculate something like some stuff, and here I will say name equals to, sorry, id, or maybe just let it be, we'll calculate. So firstly let me open with the browser, so I'll go here, open with Chrome. So you can see we got num1 num2 and I want to calculate the data. So this was all running, yeah, num1 num2, and I want to calculate the data. Now I'll build a one JS file. I'll say index or script.js, yeah. Now I will make side by side. So firstly we have to get this, so I'll say constant num1 equals to document dot get element by id. Now here I will give id as num1, number 1, okay. Constant num2 equals to document dot get element by id num2, normal. Now here I'll say constant button. Now you can say document dot query selector, and here we'll select the button. So everything's normal. Now here we'll say button dot add event listener. So we'll say on click, we'll make a function call like callback, and here we'll just say console dot log, we'll call a function add, and here we'll say num1 dot value comma num2 dot value, yeah. Now let me make a function here. I'll say function add, it will take num1 comma num2, and it will just say return num1 plus num2. So you can see what I am doing here, like it's a like normal function. I'm telling on click, just call this add function, it will call it, and this, sorry, this is not node value, this is just value, and whatever the input text value will be there, it will come inside here and return after pressing, and you will get the on the console results, okay. Now if I go here, go to console, yeah. Now if I just say number 1 and number 2, I want to add 1 plus 2, I'll say calculate, okay, I have to link it. So here I say script, and here I'll say src equals to script dot js, and here we'll say differ, yeah. Everything's fine. We'll just reload this part. We'll say number 1 calculate with number 2. So we are getting 12. Why? Because whatever you do, whenever you call dot value, the data will come as a string. It will always come as a string, not number, not nothing. It will always come as a string. Whatever, if you getting the value of any input box, checkbox, whatever, when you are getting dot value, it will come as a string. So it's not the problem of the your JavaScript, but it's the problem of your, what to say, logic. So we'll just convert it to number, save it. Now we load this. we'll say 1, and here I'll say 2. So we are getting 3 because we converted into 3. So we have to overcome this problem with the help of TypeScript, because TypeScript makes sure us that everything should be true. Like we here, if suppose someone is sending like a plus b, a comma b, calculate. Now it's saying nan, because let me just reload that. A plus b, because it's saying nan because you are doing plus and it's just trying to convert, so everything getting like wrong. If I just remove this plus sign also, supposingly, now if I calculate, so I have to reload a and b. So you can see it's doing concatenation. So it'll be like just add it here if type of num1 is equals to not equals to number and for type of num2 also if not equals to number. So just return, or maybe we'll say or any of this is not a number, just return not a number. Yeah, save it. If say a b, see now we have to write this logic and stuff. So this is we can do in the starting only with the help of TypeScript. Now I'll just copy this file, Control X, okay, remove this, don't save, and I'll just delete this file because this file will be made by TypeScript for us. So I'll just say script.ts. so ts is the extension for TypeScript. You can see .ts I have written. Now I'll just paste the code. You can see we are getting a bunch of errors. So firstly is this error. So it's, let me just come here and saying property value does not exist on type HTML element. So it's saying you are taking the HTML element and you don't know whether it will just maybe someone enters, you may have done a wrong, what to say, I mean it's saying you like, are you sure whether the value will come like that? So I'm a developer, I'm sure number one there will the value will come. It's showing maybe this is HTML element and value doesn't come. So what I'll do, I'll just mark an exclamation mark. I know the value will come. The value will come because I'm sure of. And after that I'll say as, you can see now as soon as I write as, it's just gone, and I say as HTML input element. So you can see now it's gone. So I'm saying the value will come, I am sure of, because I'm a developer, and it will come as a HTML input element. You can see it's asking you to be sure. So you will go here and check, okay, whether I have written num1 or not. Now for the second also it's showing the same error. Property value does not exist on type HTML element. Here also I'll say, okay, I'm sure of this is true, and I'll say it will be as a HTML input element. Now if I save it, you can see now everything looks fine, but there is one error. So it's showing you parameter number1 any. Why? I want only numbers, I don't want any like string or something. I just want the numbers, nothing else. So but here it's telling you in parameter you are just taking, you can see here, it's telling us you are just taking the any, like whatever variable will come you'll just take it, obviously because you are directly passing it to a function. So now here like this will say I will just take number, whatever the reason, just send me the number. Yeah, now I think it's small n, yeah, but still we are getting on the num1 value error. Now the value error is argument of type string is not assignable to parameter of type number. Now TypeScript knows you are getting the value from the HTML input element. You're getting the value from the HTML input element, which will be of string, but you are sending as a number. So that will, and you are just accepting here number only, so that will create an error. Now if you want to compile and change it to JavaScript, I'll switch back to this error also. If I say new terminal, we just have to say tsc, compile it, which file, this script ts file, run this, and we can see we got an error also, but our file got compiled also. You can see num1.value, this is an error, assignment of type, it converted but shown you okay there is an error in your code. If I go to script.js, you can see everything's fine here, but there is an error, so I'll make that okay, I want only numbers. See, now the error has been gone, but this is some like both the file in the same thing, that error. Like if I save it, now let me just delete this script.js file. See, now it's cool, because when they are in the same, like when ts file and js files in the same structure, so that's just show some errors, but that we'll see how we can deal with that maybe. But for now your code is complete, TypeScript now showing any error. For now let's just compile and check. We'll say tsc script.ts. See, script.js file got here. Now if I go in the file, you can see it's automatically added if type of num1 is not equals to number or type of num2 is not equal to number, return not a number. And here we did the same thing, and you can see everything's same, but it has make sure us that you just can't do hanky panky stuff, everything should be sure of. And you go here, you'll see this, that you can just, you can see here cannot reticulate block scope, wherever, that's just let it be, we'll see afterwards. So this is the way you can use it. And you can also notice one thing, this underscore as HTML input as element underscore HTML input, and this number already gone from here, that shows us this was the part of your TypeScript, not of JavaScript, but this has converted into JavaScript. And you can see it has given us a validity that your code is right. Maybe there can some error comes, but your code looks right. So you'll be saying there's not any like good stuff. I know it's not an AI that it will tell you your code is wrong or your logic is wrong, but it will just tell you like what is going to happen in future, like that stuff. If I just delete this file, now if I let me just go back and run the file again. So in the file I have just included script.js. You'll always use JS file, not the TS file. TS file just use for building your code, then you just convert into TypeScript. JavaScript. If I just reload, now I'll say 1 and 2, 3, A, not a number, B, not a number. So we are getting the values that it's not a number. So this is what a little introduction about TypeScript, how we can use it. Then we'll see advanced also, like what stuff are like there in TypeScript. So yeah, that's it in this part, guys. Okay guys, now we'll see normal types of data types in TypeScript basically. So firstly we'll see boolean, string and number, so that's are common. After that we'll move to object and arrays, but in this part we specifically look for numbers, strings and booleans. So I'll make a ts file which is called like script.ts, because script.ts after compiling will produce script.js only, and here I am using script.js file as I was using before. And you can use this extension which is called tslint. You can use this extension if you want. I mean, it's pretty much good. tslint, it's called by Microsoft, I think it is. So let's just start. So suppose you are making a function. Let me just, so function, and I'll say function is add, and you give num1 comma num2, and here you add return num1 plus num2. Yeah, normal. So if you come here, it's saying you are taking any parameter, you are not defining. Okay, now if you come here, I'll give the number, I'll say constant number equals to 1 comma constant num2 and num2 equals to 2. Yeah, now I'll say constant result equals to add function, and I'll say num1 comma num2, and I'll just console.log result. Yeah, so it's normal, I'm just declaring the variables and using it. So if I save it, everything's fine, but you can see here it's telling me you haven't declared what type of parameter will come in. So I can say here it will come as a number, it will come as a string, it will come as a boolean, you know, true false. So here I'll say it will come as a number. Okay, by number it will take floats, integer, whatever values there are, it will take all. In num2 also I'll just say it will come as a number. Yeah, normal, nothing much, everything's looking fine to me. If I try to compile it, tsc, and compilation, that no error. But suppose here I just make it a string, you can see now it's showing me error here in num1, that there is an error. If I go here, argument of type string is not assignable to parameter of type number, saying you are sending a string but here you are accepting a number, so you just can't do it. And you'll be like, okay, these are just small steps, I know, but there can be like, you while writing code, you know, there are a lot of mistakes we do and other developers also work, so it can be an issue. So that's why it figures out small mistake. So it's all about types, declaration types, array, it's string, it's numbers, that's why it's called TypeScript. So now if I try to again compile it, it will show us error. Sorry, it compiled, but it is an error. Sorry, I haven't saved it. Now if I compile, see error, because that time I haven't saved it, showing you on the line 8th constant add num1 num2, and this error automatically showing is a part of VS Code, not VS Code extension and VS Code inbuilt. It's not a part of your TypeScript that is showing while writing the code, it's a part of VS Code. So you can see this thing, you can just while writing you can know, okay, where I'm getting an error. Instead of just after compiling you go on to the browser and check, you can just check while writing. Okay, so I'll just change it to back to number. Now if I compile, I have to save it, and everything's fine and there is not any error. So suppose I want to send a string, I'll say constant statement, I'll say statement equals to the result is, now here I'll say stat statement, I'll send a statement, and you can see here I'm getting error, expected 2 arguments but got 3. You are sending 3 argument and the statement you are sending. If I go here, I'll say okay, I received the statement, no problem. Sorry, not this statement. Yeah, so now if I go here, it says statement is declared but value is never read. So what type of value you want? So I'll say it will come as a string. Okay, now if I go, everything's look fine. Now if I just run it, save it and run it, see it's compiled and there is not any error. Now if we say constant, I'll say multiply, I'll give it here true. Now I can just parse it like, okay, I want to multiply that, and it will take the multiply also. I'll take as multiply, and I'll say it will come as a boolean. And if I try to change it to string, error, you are sending a string but that's a boolean, so I'll say go as a boolean. Now here I can say return, I can say constant result equals to num2 plus num1, and here I can say statement plus result. Save it. Now compile this part. It got compiled. Now open the document, and this is dev2, so I'll just reload this thing. See, the result is 3 because we are getting 3, and in between I'll add a space. Save it, compile it. That's the worst part, we have to every time compile it. Check, the result is 3. You can see now we are explicitly telling, okay, these are the our values. Now if you check, we have sent multiply also, so we'll just say if multiply, and you don't have to check equal to true because this is a default behavior of your JavaScript. If multiply, just return, or not return, just say result equals to result into 2. Yeah, so why it's not writing 2 here? You can see it's showing error, can't assign result because it's a constant, so I'll just make it let. So all variables are supposed let, const, var, whatever you use, there is not any compulsion. If I save it, compile it, and happening, and most probably we'll get a 6. See, we are getting a 6, there is not any problem. Now we can define here the type of variables also we're gonna use. So I'll just say this variable will be of type number. See, so, and this also will be number, but suppose I say number, okay, everything's fine, but I send it as a string, so it's now showing me string. Okay, your type is string, but you have saved the value as number. I'll say okay, I'll check, okay, this is a number, so I'll just change back to number, and you can see this is a string, and here if I say number, statement you are wrong. Now if I change back to string, you can see everything's look fine. For the multiply also, we'll just say as boolean, but if it's a string, say it's a multiply, it's a string, okay, I say just make it a string somehow, but now here it will show error, but you are here accepting string, so you have also you have to say string. You can see you have to change so many places just to make one code work because it's had so much validations. Suppose you have a number, let number, let you say, I mean say you just say let any, you say let data, yeah, so you'll assign values at a later point of time. Now if you check here, it's showing any. Now you can assign data to string also, string, see, no error. You can assign number also, 1 2 3, no error. You can assign boolean also, no error. Why? Because data you have told to any, so you can just tell here I will just only accept string, not any other data. I can see it's showing error. Your boolean, you have told boolean, but you are using, you have told string but you are using boolean. If I say 1 2 3, again the error, but if I as soon as I say string, the error are gone. If I save it, everything's fine. Now if I just run it, see, there are currently not any error. So how this happening? We are just telling the types, and this TypeScript is all about types. You just say array type, object types, and that's all of it. Now if you say every time we done this JS files for getting like again and again changed. If we go to JS files, and you can see we got the data and everything got number here, number, everything gone what we have declared, because that's just a part of TypeScript. Yeah guys, now if I delete this file, sorry guys, let me just delete this, no problem. Now how many times we just compile, it will always produce a JavaScript file for us. It will just override the existing files. Yeah, so this was all about like normal data types like string, number and booleans in TypeScript. Okay guys, now we'll see objects in TypeScript. Object, you know, basically like key value pair. So if you come here and just do console.log, or maybe you can just say constant place and you say India, save it. Now if you say like tsc and app.ts, you got the file, everything's right, but you can notice one thing. Now it's showing error, so it's like conflict between both the files. So that's why VS Code is showing error, but in real we don't have that error. So what we'll do, we'll put into different folders. One is TS folder where we'll put TS files, and one is JS folder where we'll put JS files. So one folder for TypeScript file, one folder for JS files. Now what we'll do, in the TS, now we'll make a new file. We'll say app.ts. Again we'll say constant place equals to new place, like whatever new. Now we'll go to TS and we'll say tsc, and here we'll say app.ts file, and now we have to generate the file in JS folder. I want the compiler to generate output file in JS folder. So here we'll just say add a flag. We'll say dash dash out means output, capital dir directory. So I'll say output directory, and what it is, so I have in my E drive, this is my TS folder. Inside that I have a JS folder. You can just go here and copy path also, you can see directly, and if you just remove this, paste it like this also, that also works fine. Now if I run, we got the app.js file. Now if I open, fine, go back, again the error is, I mean I have it, it's in the two different directory. So what I'll do, in the TS folder only I'll generate a configuration file for TypeScript. So you have no init when will npm init whenever we are doing to start a new project. So same here, we'll say tsc, but here we put a flag first, flag init. Now we are saying initialize the directory for TypeScript. So we got ts configuration.json file, and you have a bunch of options here, mostly are commented out, and you can read more about online what these files, like what the comments for, but these are like normal comments, variable unknown, then what to do, like what to do for compiler if you are using this or that. You can see it's only compiler options. You can close this. Now you can see there is no error showing anywhere. Now we'll start with the objects. So we'll say constant object equals to normal, we say object like this, and if I just run it, and we got the normal object, nothing much. Now here what we'll do, we'll say name, I'll say Syed, and age I'll say 24. Oh, and have you noticed one thing, we have given name, age, normal, no error, but if you like go to the object where object is written, it will show you how your variable look like. So it's telling you have a name which is a string, and I haven't I haven't declared what the type of object will be, but by default, as we have written, it's just assuming you have a name which will be string and age which will be a number. And you can see we have semicolon in the end, but in real we have a comma. See, semicolon, semicolon. So this is the declaration of your object, how your object is looking. And here you can see it's equal to, but here it's just a colon. So this is what it. If you try to say object dot name equals to 24, now it's showing error. See, type number is not assignable to type string, because when you define it a string value, it automatically generates their own type. Okay, it will be a string, it will be a number, because you haven't told what it will be. Okay, so it's automatically done that. If I have say age, then if I say string 24, if I go here, type string is not assignable. If I try to compile it also, and you can see it's successfully compiled because you haven't defined the object type. You come here. Okay, we haven't saved. Yeah. See, sorry, you got an error. See, object age, you got an error, cannot assign number. If you come here, everything's look fine, and it shows you the output always. Whatever your error are, it will just give you the output file. Okay, but you have an error. So you can just look at the error in the starting only, you'll know, but in JS file it's just not acceptable. And if you try to access a property, suppose hobbies, I'll say object dot, or maybe nickname, I'll say nickname. Now it's showing error, nickname does not exist, like there is not any nickname there. How can you try to access that? And if I just copy, and in the JS file it doesn't show that error. See, it's not an error for them. Logically it's an error, but JS compiler couldn't show you while writing, and maybe extension, not compiler, but TypeScript extension shows you, okay, you have a wrong declaration. So these are some benefits. Now we want to tell, okay, this will be an object, so I put a colon, I'll say object. So this object is for declaring you have a object, but still there is an error because you haven't defined the whole object type. Like, what will the object look like? So you have to tell object can have name, age, I mean hundreds of properties, hundreds of data types. So you haven't defined what it will look like. So here I'll say, so we'll just change it to like this. So this is also an object, so you have told this is an object. So if you just try to run it, see, successfully ran, no problem. See, there is no problem because you have told, okay, it will be an object, but you have to define the object types. What will be object type? So I'll say it will accept name property, okay, and it will be of type string. Then you put a semicolon as shown, not a comma, and age will be a number. Save it. Now if you try to compile, and you get this value in the end, file the web.js content file was the file is never, please override. Yeah, so you can see it's showing this object nickname. How come came here? Let me just compile it again. Yeah, you can see this automatically, all this stuff has been gone. You can see all this stuff because we have compiled it. Now if you try to like say like object dot name, try to initiate new value like integer, then also you get an error. But here you have defined by default, okay, this will be my object type. And in here if you try to give in the name also like 45, so it's showing error. But if you haven't declared it here, you can see if I just remove this part, it will accept 45 and make this as a number. You can see as a number, but here I have already declared it will be a string. So now it will only accept string. See, that's so cool feature. Now suppose you are trying to I mean say object dot nickname trying to access new property equals to, you say just Xano nickname, and you just console the object, console.log object. Okay, normal. Save it. If you compile it, you'll get error here because you don't have nickname, but here you can see it has declared this already. And if we try to run this app.js file, so let me just make a new console, not like this, plus yeah, say cd.js file, and we say node, we'll just run it from the node. See, we got the nickname, new nickname, but I haven't told nickname will be there, and he's showing me error also, you can see here. So what I'll say, I have a nickname at a later point of time, and that will be of string. Now it's okay. Okay, you will have a nickname, but at a later point of time, and put a semicolon here. Why is error? See, here it's accepting, but here saying you have to declare it here also. So I'll just declare here also nickname. I'll say null for now, but at a later point of time you'll have. But if you say null like this, it will show error. So it will telling you have to have a nickname anyhow, because it's forcing you. I thought if we can just later add it, but it's forcing you to have a nickname anyhow. You just have to nickname here. So, or we can, if we just write string maybe. Okay, yeah, that's also not working. It's just forcing you to take it as a string. So I'll just say maybe here only Xano, and afterward I can change this. So this is what all about, like, objects in TypeScript. Now suppose you have an array. So array, you know, array can be of same element type or different element types. Both are accessible. Now if I say hobbies, I'll make an array. Okay, it will be an array, but what type of array you haven't defined. So let me first remove this for the time. Yeah. Now if you go here in the object, showing you never, hobbies never. So if I just say hobbies object dot hobbies dot push badminton, okay, save it. Now it's showing error. Argument of type string is not assignable to parameter of type never. So it's got a never type. So what we'll do, we'll just say okay, it will be an array of strings. So I'll just write string. See, oh, not here, sorry guys. In the object I'll go and redefine all the values before, like name should be of string, age should be of number, nickname should be of string, and hobbies will be of string array. Yeah. Now again, if I do everything right, now if I again try to run it, see, we got no error because already I have told okay, hobbies will be a string types, and I'm pushing the string. And if you just directly push it here also, you'll say cricket. Yeah, so we have a cricket. Or if you are like putting any number 4, you get an error instantly. It's a number, you are can only store strings. You can see I can only store strings. So I'll say cricket. I can add more like soccer. So there is not any compulsion for me to add one or two. I can add anyone, and I can add afterwards also. But if I afterwards somehow adding number 4, see instantly I getting you are trying to access the number, which is not acceptable because it's a string. But if you compile, obviously it will just run console. It will give you the result, but the output file, but error will be also shown. Error entering 4. But if you come here and see, we got the push 4 also, everything given. Now if I go to PowerShell and just you can see we are getting named, everything we are getting, 4 also got accepted. But there may be a condition. I mean, someone can have numbers also and strings also. So we'll just write before string any. Just accept any, whatever you have, string, number, object, whatever you're pushing, any. You can see now it's gone, and we can just remove this console. Now if I just run it, see, no errors. Again show you, no errors because it's accepting all. Sorry, this is the one. Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, see, no error, it accepting it. And if I try to run it here, see, everything's fine because now I have told it can be any data type I can push. I can push strings, integer, any types. Now we'll say see tuples. Okay, so let me just write it here like object and array. Yeah, normal.ts. Now I'll say new. Okay, it's getting in the tuple.ts. So what are tuples? So tuples are not in real in JavaScript. You have only learned about like arrays. So tuples are in some, like in Python they are tuples. So what are tuples? So tuples are basically fixed array type of same data element. The size of the array is fixed. So if you try to like say constant, and I'll say, what can I say, which can have only two values. So I'll say value, and here I will give a tuple. So if I'll say the year and age comma 24. Yeah, if you say tsc, and now it will be tuple.ts. So you say it's looking same. So what's the difference? Okay, it's double p. It's like it's like only array. So what we'll do, we'll here declare the type first. So we'll say it will be of tuple, and here we'll say like this. So first value will be string, second value will be number. Yeah, now you can see, now you can give only first value as a string, second value as a number, and you are given currently like that only. But if you try to change it to string, you'll give an error because string is not assignable to type string. Everything's fine. If you go to array, you can see if we want to change the value of the first element cricket, so I'll say just object 0 equals to data. Okay, not object, and you can see this showing error in the starting only, that you can't do that, and that isn't available in JS you can say extension. Now I say object.hobbies 0 equals to data. So it's accepting at the 0 element, changing the type to data. But if we try to do the same thing in tuple, we'll say value 0 equals to, change the name Zeno, and you can see it's showing no error. If I just compile it, everything's fine, there is not any error. But suppose I want to increase the size. So I'll say value dot push hello. You can see now if I save it and try it, now that also acceptable, but you told us that it should be of same length, like the length of the whole chain. But by default TypeScript allows you for the push. I don't know why, but with push they don't show you errors. They can tell okay, you can just add other values in the tuple with the push method. And suppose, oh sorry guys, if I do the same thing here, I'm just pushing the value. I'll say hello, and you can see now it's showing error. You are putting other values also, but here you just can't do that. But here in push it's okay, you can, but in here when you are declaring you can't. So that's a feature of tuple, so where you have fixed type of string. So this is what about tuples, and yeah, this is what about tuples. And now we'll see like enums. So enums are basically you can say, maybe you can what I say, like you can only accept like 4 types of data in if you say in enum. With that I mean, if you have told to array to accept only 4 types, it will only accept 4 types. So let me just show you an example. So suppose there is let me make a new file and I just call it like enum.ts. yeah, normal. Now if I say, suppose there is a you are making an object for a person, so person, okay, normal. So the person can have a name of type string, can have a age, and age can be of 24. yeah, now comes the role. So role, you know, either the person can be a admin. So we'll take example for 3 roles: admin, super admin, and next is client. Okay, admin, super admin, client. So you can see in the role you can just say okay, this one will be admin. So what's the better way? We can just write admin 1 2 3 like that, so that can go wrong. So what we'll say, we'll just make a array. So we'll say constant arr, we'll say we'll have a admin, super admin, and client. Okay, now you can just say role will be array 0. yeah, so now you are not confirm arrow 0 will always be admin. Maybe you are getting data from third-party application, or maybe you can just you by default, like maybe you just say like wrong array 1. So where enums comes into role, now let me just comment this part out. Now in the enums you can say, what should I say, you say enum and you say role. So you are telling role and what type of role you support. So you'll make like an object, you'll say I'll support admin, then I support super admin, then I support client. Now whenever you want to use any role, just say role and the name of the role. Are you admin, client, or super admin? I just say just use admin. Now if I say console.log person, see, now if I just compile it, now, okay, sorry, the file name was wrong, so I have to give enum. yeah, so we got the file, and if we just run the file, come in this PowerShell and run enum.js, you can see we got the values, and you can see it has created by default so many data. Firstly it declared a role, then make a function, anonymous function, you know, which doesn't have a name, Then he have given role admin equals to 0, admin super admin 1, super admin 1, client 2, client. And this I mean you can see it's so much easy. Now you don't have to do anything, everything done by the TypeScript. But if you want to give the numbers by yourself, like you want to give, so you can say equal to, you want to give 10 to admin, 20 to super admin, and 30 to client. Okay, now you have given your own name. And suppose, let me firstly and you can see here role 0 coming automatically. See, when we haven't here given the role, but when we are printing we are getting a role 0, but we haven't given that because that was given by the TypeScript. Now here we have given the values. Save it, go to back PowerShell, run it, come here. Now you can see the values are given by us, 20, 30 and role.admin. Now if you compile it, you will get a role 10. See, because I asked for admin. So these are some like cool features of your TypeScript. Now if you want to change the value, person dot role equals to, what do you say, I say any role. Now if you show here, type any is not experiment to type role. So you can see you already define it's a role type, so you can't just do any value. So if I say 4, see, now if you say 4, if there isn't any error, because it will try to switch 4 or something like that, but you can always do role dot super admin. See, you can, if you want to change, you can change it. There is not any compulsion. So that's what about enums are used for, which are like fixed size and whatever you want to do of. And there are any like one more type that is called any, and you have already seen that. I mean, any is like just use any, so there is not much to check, like not much to check, because you can just push any data there. Suppose I have an constant array, so I'll say like it will be a string of any of array, so I can just push any data. I can say like 1 comma string, oh, what happened, 1 comma string, why it's going outside, bro, 1, yeah, comma string, comma object, comma an array. So you can just push any data because they are saying I told any. But if I just write string here, you get an error. You are storing number, you are storing object, you are storing array, so these are not accessible. But if you do like directly, it will say any, it will be like, okay, you have told any, I don't have any problem, I'll just compile it. And if you come here in enum.js, you say we got the values like this, and supposingly you just say console dot log arr, and you just come here in the PowerShell and you just type, see, you got object empty, empty array, there's not any problem. So this is what all about tuple, objects, arrays and enums, which and any types. So these are some types which also you can use with strings and numbers in TypeScript. Now in the next part we'll see unions and other types. Okay guys, now we'll see union types. So I'll make a new file for that in TS, and I'll say add, because not add, I'll say combine, because I want to make a function which does a addition. So normally I'll say function combine, and we'll normally take input 1 comma input 2, and we'll just say return, we'll say constant result equals to input 1 plus input 2. Normal, nothing much. Now if I say combine, I'll say constant ages. So I'll pass the ages here and get the ages. So I'll pass 24 comma 25. So I'm passing the ages and getting a combination of the both and consoling the ages. Okay, normal, nothing much. But if I run it and we'll go to back, okay, let me just make it side by side. Delete this and say cd.js. Yeah, now in here I'll say tsc and now time is combine.ts. I got a combine.ts not found. Okay, it's yes, sorry guys. Yeah, so you can see it's showing error, but like you have implicitly told like it will be any. Okay, no problem, but I will still run it and I got the file combine, and you can see here now if I say node combine.js, so we are getting undefined. Why? We are calling the ages. Now we have to, sorry, it's not here, I will write it here. I have to return the result also. I'll say return result. Yeah, save it. Now again I'll compile it. Now in the node I write, I'll get a 49 because it's compiling both the ages, which is correct. Now it's telling you input one has, you have told it any. So suppose if I try to send a constant ages equals to combine, and if I just give array or string, you can see ages 2, I'll just say, still it's working because it will give, because it will also accepting string, no error here because it's on the any type. So I'll change it to number. Now it's showing okay, you just can't send the number string because it's only accepting number. And if I just remove it, normal. Now you will be like, okay, this is basic, we send the first part only, but suppose I want to add a string. So what I'll say, constant names, and I'll say combine. This will be my first name, this will be my second name. Now it's showing error because you are sending a string but you have asked number, so I can easily change it to string. But now it's showing error for the number. Now what to do? So you'll be like, okay, just make another function. I'll say okay, let's just copy this. What happened? I think it got bigger something. Yeah, okay. If I paste it, if I say combine 2, and here I'll take string, and here also I'll take string, and here I call the function combine 2. Yeah. Now if I combine 2 call, and now I'll print ages comma names, compile it. I think little smaller will be, yeah, now that's okay. If I go here and run, so we are getting both the ages and names, but you can see a difficulty here. We are both the function doing the same thing, just for the type of data we are going to pass, it just creating a problem. If we were in like normal JavaScript, it will work easily, no problem, but for the TypeScript it's saying you can just send number either string, but I just want to send the both. So you will be like, okay, just type any here then. Okay, you are also correct, I'll just say any, and I'll just remove this and I'll call that function combine. Then also it's correct. But in any, now if I just send an array, then what will happen? Now I'm sending an array. See, I'm just sending an array which is not acceptable. I mean, why will I send an array? You see, I'm sending an array and it's totally wrong. So what can I do? I have to either accept a string or accept a number. So I'll just put a union. So union means this or this. So I'll say is either number or either pipe. I'll put a pipe, either string. It should be a number or it should be a string. Now if you do here also, it should be a number or it should be a string. See, now you can see it's error, you can't send this value. So I'll just say name, I'll say Sayyid space Ashraf. Now you'll be like, then why this is showing error? Now if you go here, you can see operator plus cannot be applied of type string and number, because here it's not sure of whether you send a string or a number, and it just can't be applied on a string, because if you are just applying on a string, that's totally wrong. So what we'll do, we'll just check for that. We'll say if type of input 1 is equals to number, see it's showing you there. I'll just write it like this, and type of input 2 equals to number, then we'll open a bracket and just return the result. And operator is not allowed for boolean types. Double and yeah, now you can see it's clearly fine, but the thing is now it won't, now it's sure of that you will send a string, sorry, number. It will only get a number. So TypeScript already got, okay, there is an if function which is checking for number, so I am cool. But the problem is now I won't get a result for combine 2, because it will come here check and it won't result anything, not returning. If I say, now I go get a undefined because it's not returning anything, but I want that and I can't remove it here also. So what I'll say, if not, so I'll just remove this constant here and I'll say in the above line, let result, yeah. Now here if not, it's not a number, then obviously it will be a string. So I will just add return, I'll say result equals to input 1 plus input 2, yeah. Now I'll say return result. Now if I save it, it's also showing, I mean, you are still not sure of whether maybe this if condition fails, something happen, then still whether it's a string or number, what it is. So I'll just say, just change it to string, or I can just say like, I like this way more better. I'll just say string. I say this will be a string. See, now we are getting both the values, because either it will be a number, then it will be like this. If it will be a string, it will be like this. See both the values. Now if you go to combine.js, you can see how it's made, where result type of number 1, then result normal, nothing much changes. So this was union. Now suppose there is called literals. Suppose literals are like when you are sure of a value. Suppose you are saying constant a equals to 2.8, okay, 2.2. Now here you are sure of it will always be 2.2. You can see a 2.2 because it's a type. You are not showing like it's an integer, it's a number. You're directly declaring the value because you are sure of. Or either you say number because you are sure of it will be a number. So that's called literals. So how do we do it here? So suppose I am sending one more. Suppose I'm sending as a string. This, yeah, it's acceptable. Now if I send it, sorry, I haven't compiled. See, we get the concatenation, not mathematical addition but concatenation of 2425. Because we send it as a string, it got, okay, it's not a number, it came here and changed the string. So what we'll do, how can we come over this? So we'll just pass another, say, variable type. So I'll say type of, not type of, I'll say just type. Maybe type is not value. Maybe value will be better. So I'll send a value, so I'll just pass the value here. See, you are accepting 3, so I'll say here as number. So I'm sending this value as number, and here I'm sending value as text. So this is a text string and this is a number. I'm accepting here, but here it's like value. What is value? Now I'll say it will be a string. Now if we come here, instead of checking type of, I'll just check if value is equals to number. So, or I can say as number, and this is, and we don't have to check for type 2. So we'll just change it to like after that as plus, just change it to number, and here also plus. You can see now it's better. Now you can just write number also like this, number. That also workable, but you can just do plus. Yeah. Now if it is a number, just do this. If it's asterisk, it will automatically come here. Now if I just send it like TSC, see, we're getting the age 49 and name correctly. Now let me just make it a little more. Okay, now suppose here someone is sending number 123. I mean, now what? It will just send you a, instead age will be concatenated because someone has sent a wrong text. See, so what can we do? What can we do? We'll just, in the value, we'll just say here either it can be as number, or either it can be as text. Now you are preferably saying either it will be a string or a number or a text. It can accept only 2 values. So this is what like literals are. You just tell them, okay, this can only be true. Literals with unions, because you have literals defined, only these value will be acceptable. Then you are putting union also, because this and this will be our literals. So if you try to send number 123, okay, you can't just say number 123 because it's either acceptable as number or as text. Save it. If I try to run it, number not runnable, but it will give you the output. See, so now what can we do? We'll just change back to number and compile it. Got the result, everything working fine. See, we get a 49, and here also you can see input to value where result as number, and a bunch of, okay, and see, a lot of stuff has gone. I mean, this total input what we are getting gone, then yeah, this stuff is totally gone from here. Now we'll look for like type alias. So you can see here we are declaring 2 times the same thing here, declaring 2 times, I mean name and string. So we can just save it in a variable. So we'll say it's not a real variable, so we'll say type, and we'll say combine. So it can be any word, combine or combine both. I'll say just both. You can just say anything. So we'll just write it. It will be a number, or either it will be a like maybe a string. Yeah, normal. If you compile it, see, it's not showing error because it's a type alias. There is no problem. But you have to use it. So you'll just, instead of writing this here again, sorry guys, just cut it, just write both. You're accepting both here, either number or either text. See, now our code became smaller because at least one word is gone, and we can just use wherever we want. And if I just compile it, then run it, see, we got the result. Same for here, we can just say type value, and here we can have, it could be as number, we can give string also, pipe as text. Yeah, now here can we just give, it will be of type value. Now if I run, see, we got the value because you explicitly told here it will be as type number or as text. Now you can use this value anywhere in the function because you declared it at 1. Now if I just say type 1 2 3, error, see, and if I just try to compile it also, it's not just a VS Code error, it's a types error, you can see. Now you can see the error name also. Let me just show here. Argument of type as number 1 2 3 is not assignable to parameter of type value. So this is what is about union, alias and literals. And if you come here, you can see how it has been combined, and it's looking, I mean, has made our code a little bit larger, I'll say, but now it's totally proof, like you just can't send any other values, it will be deal with any value you send. Okay, so let me just rename this to union literals and alias. Yeah, so that's it in this part, guys. Okay guys, now we'll see function in TypeScript. So I'll make a new file called functions, yeah, .ts. You can see everything's fine. I'll close this, close this. So how do we normally make a function? We'll say function, and we'll have a n1 comma n2, like 2 numbers, and we'll just say return n1 plus n2, and here we'll say function add, and this is pretty much basic, and here we'll say add 3 comma 4. So, and now if we console it, console.log, yeah, so that's pretty much basic. Now it's showing error because you have put it to n in. So now we'll say it will be just a number. Okay, now function is looking fine. If I just run it, and the file name is called functions, and yeah, it got ran. If I just run it here, see, 7, we are getting 3 plus 4 7. So it's all basic, nothing much. But if you go here onto the function, you can say function add, and n1 number, n2 will be a number, and this is the return type. You can see colon. So the return type you have declared as number, but you'll say you haven't declared because it's checking here. Okay, this is the, you are taking input of a number, doing a plus, so you are just returning a number only. If I just make it a string, and if you save and go there, you can see it's showing you are returning a string. So TypeScript automatically knows what you are gonna return based on your return statement. But suppose somehow we are sending a string, or we can say constant result equals to n1 plus n2 returns result. If I go here, see, you are returning a number. If I just change it to string, now you are returning a string. So we have to explicitly define the return type. So I'll say, okay, I'll return here from number only, or you can say you return array, whatever. So I'll return number. So you can see now you are getting an error you are trying to return an error thing, but it's acceptable for returning number only. So we'll just remove this return. I see it's perfectly fine and there is not any error. But suppose you have another function, suppose say function add2, and let me just copy the same function, just the function name will be different. And here you don't define any return type because you are not returning, you are just directly consoling it here. Okay, console, and this will be add2 function, and here say add2, and here we'll say 45 54,4. So if I now just compile it, if I run it, so 7 is getting from this because we are returning then printing, and here we are calling the function and printing. Now if we just console when we are not returning anything, so you're getting undefined. Why? Firstly, we printed this result after returning back, so we got return. Then 54,4 we printed here, then we didn't get any return back, so that's why it's undefined. So undefined is a part of like JavaScript only, you know. So we have to tell here, okay, the return time will be null undefined. So I'll just say here, because I'm not returning, so I'll say undefined. See, but now it's showing an error. If I go here, you can see function whose declared type is void, neither void nor any, must return a value. So you can see it's clearly showing you, I mean, you are like undefined is not acceptable. So I'll just say, you can see neither void, so we'll just use void. Void means the function will not return anything. But if you like study C++, Java, not JavaScript, just Java, then void is a normal keyword, it's nothing very much. Here just you are telling this function won't return anything. See, so now if you console, if you save it, now you are sure of this function won't return, it will just print, it won't show error, you are just printing. So that's it. So now if you try to, suppose here you, why will you console, you know, there will I get a return, and you say okay, return result. Now you get an error. If you go here, type number is not assignable to type void. Here you have explicitly told you will return a void. Void means you won't return anything, but you are returning, so you just remove this and just remove console because you are not returning, so it just add. Now if I just and run it, see 758. If I go to functions, so this is our normal functions looks like, nothing much, nothing anything. Okay, and if you don't, just remove the void here, go to function. So by default you can see the return type became void because you are not returning. If I just say return result, by default it became a number. See, so if you are not going to return anything, just put void, or if you are going, so just put that variable type. Now suppose you are doing this console.log at 3,4. So what you'll say, or maybe you just say, suppose you are returning, okay, you just say return number result, okay, and here you say number. Now suppose here you have a variable called let, and you say data, you say combine, okay, combine what the result of combination is, and you just do this. So if you go here, cannot redeclare block spoke, okay, there is anyway, so I'll say combination, yeah, or addition, yeah. So you have just declared a addition which is of type any. Now here you say addition equals to add, and let me just comment this out for now, and here you just say console.log add. So after returning, you are getting the value in addition, then printing the value. And yeah, you can see function add. Okay, we are printing the function add instead of addition. Let me print addition. Yeah, so I have to compile it again. Now run it again. 7. That's pretty much sure we returned the result got here, and we did that. But suppose in between you say addition, somehow you made a mistake and you put addition equals to 24, and you compiled it, and you after when ran you got 24 because you overwritten that. So somehow you have to tell, okay, this addition variable will only accept function, nothing else. It will just only accept function, nothing else it can accept. So I'll say here after addition, I'll just put a colon. The way we write string, we say string like this. So you can see now error. The number is not assignable to string, to type string. You are returning number, but it's a type string. But if I just write string here, number here, and if we just say okay, everything's fine, if I just try to run it, then also wrong. But this was wrong, it accepted 24 also. Here number accepting because it was returning number, but 24 also got accepted, which was not a function. So I'll say only accept function, nothing else. So you say type number. Okay, it's not type number, it's a function. Type number is not accessible to type function, and this error is because of this, both the thing is showing. But why this number is showing error? We just remove this. It should work fine. Type number is not accessible to type function, but I am storing the function only and calling after. Okay, yeah, sorry, it will be like not this, it will be like this. See, so now you can only store function. Now if you call a function, just say addition and give the values 3, 4. Save it. Now if I just run it, now you are sure of that it can't be overrun by any other data. So if I say addition and I just write suppose any equals to any string anu, so it's showing error, string is not assignable to type function. And same way we can just say another function name, will say addition equals to add to. Just copy this. Now here we'll say 33, 333, 4. Run it. For one will get 7 and for the other will get 337. See, 7 and 337. So both are running file, there is no any problem. Now suppose you want to tell here also, you'll just accept only numbers, like only numbers. So here you'll say and the return type of that in this function. So we'll just say here like a arrow function you'll do first, and here you're saying it will only return number. So you are telling addition will be a function and it will only return number. So if we come here, what we'll see, I mean let me firstly let's remove these two parts, and if we come here, type n1 n2 number, type number is not assignable to type number. You can see basically it's was saying this is accepting numbers also. So here we'll say it will, if you just remove this part, then it will show error above because you are trying to add numbers. So, sorry, here what we'll say, we'll just say it will accept two parameters which will be of type number both. See, the error is gone. So here I'm telling it will accept two parameters of both the number and return type will be a number. If I try to make it a string, we are returning it number, but see we got the error, your number is not assignable to type string. So if I change back to number, everything's fine. Now if you just make this also, see, no error, everything work fine because we have set two numbers. But supposingly we are firing three numbers, and you will be like add 2 will be like third number is not accessible, so I'll say n3 number. Now it addition is showing error because you are calling three number but third number is not assignable here. So I will just say assign the third number here. But now the first one say okay, then you are sending 2 only. So that's kind of thing. So you have to make anything like if you just remove, okay, it will only accept 2 number. Here also, well, 2 numbers. Here also 2 numbers. So this is the function variable you declared. It will be a function. If you directly write the function, then okay. If you are want to tell okay what parameters it will accept and what will it return, will make a function and you say it will accept these parameters, which will be a number and it will be a return type. And if you say a will be a string, now here it will show you are sending a number, so you just change it to number. See, normal, everything's fine. So this is what all about functions in TypeScript. Okay guys, now we'll see unknown, never and other things in this part. So we'll make a new file and we can just say app.js. This is like normal, not JST. Okay, so supposingly you have a value and you say, so it's already declared, so I say number. Okay, and the number is 1. Okay, now you change the number to any string data. So you can see constant is a constant, so I'll change it to let. Now you can see it's a string and you are trying, it's a number you are trying to put string, so I will just change it to any. Normal, nothing much, that's any. You can just put any data there, this is called any. But what if suppose I'm not putting anything, just like declaring any, then also I'll put this, then I'll put number, no problem. Anything takes everything. Now suppose I declare let and I'll say number 2 equals to, I'll give a number, then I say number 2 will be equals to number. Everything's fine because number 2, let me just give it a number, it will be a number, and let me just say number 2. Yeah, so number 2 is taking the number which is also a number, so no problem. And when I say unknown for this KNOW unknown, now it's an error because it's saying unknown is not assignable to type number. So what is unknown, what is any? So in any, you know, you can just give any data, it will accept, and in unknown there's a little difference. You just can't put to give anything to any number. You can see any is working here. If I just mark it to any, it's working, it's giving the value. Any means okay, just give any type, I just don't care. But as soon as I just say unknown, this value is unknown, which I will decide in future what it will be like. It's totally unknown, so if you can't just push the value to another variable because it's as if its default values type number. If I remove this, then also because I'm declaring it as a number. So this is what unknown, I mean, it's not much used, you should know, but because any is used much. Now next is called never. So if I say function, I'll say subtract maybe, and we'll have a number here, then we'll take number here, and we'll return a minus b, and here we call the function sub 10 comma 5. So we are just subtracting and returning the value normal, nothing much. But suppose you are not returning the value, just saying a minus b normal, then also fine. So it will become void. See, void. But if you see here, in void also you get undefined data. If I say console if I just okay, the file is called app.ts. It's now called app.ts. See, undefined, we are getting a undefined because it's returning void, but in real it's a undefined. But I want to suppose say never. So never means whatever happen, it will never return a value, whatever happen. But you can see it's showing you just can't put never because it's returning undefined. So what are the cases where it never returns a value? So suppose there is an error. So I'll say throw, and there will be a message, and message what I'll get from A, and code what I get from B, and it will be a string. Let me just, I'll send a string. Yeah, now I'll say message will be custom error. You can see here I'm explicitly telling it will never be it will never run. So any developer is reading this, so the developer will know this code will never return any value. Void, okay, we can change it, but this never, you just can't change it. It's made for error handling, so it will never return a value whatever happened. So if I just run it, so let me just compile it now. See, it's not printing, and else is giving us error, throw error, message custom error, code 5. So that's what it is. So never means it will just never return a value. And now we'll just talk something about like this configuration files. So you have seen we have to, every time like we change the value, we have to compile it. So that's pretty much hectic. So we can just put, before output directory, we can just put a flag watch, either double dash, and you directly write watch, or single dash w. Yeah, now as soon as file will change, it will automatically make up. So if I say just this, see, starting compilation in watch time, 0 errors. Now if I say let a equals to 24, save it, see, found 0 error. Now if I say let a will be a string, see, it's showing error. So we don't have to run it again and again. And if I console.log a, save it, because there is an error, it just stopped there. If I go to app.js file, you can see it's still, it data came here. Now we don't have to like run it again and again, it will automatically come. And in here you already know we can just install nodemon, and you can just watch with nodemon start, and it will automatically work. So let me just install the nodemon. I will say nodemon we'll say nodemon app.js. So yeah, see, it's running. So I'll just remove this function, save it, see, automatically running, but error because this is not there. See, 24 got the value 24, so it's automatically run. So I say console.log okay. So this is a bit of, you can just make yourself a right, but there's an error. If I remove this also, this also, 0 errors, and it's giving me okay. So this kind of you can run, but suppose For compilation, you can see we are compiling one file at one time. Suppose you wrote a wrong project, and in function, suppose in the last I'll just add some console. I'll say console.log hello. Okay, and I just add this to app.ts files also. Yeah, now I want to compile all the files which are there, so I can get the values, because I just don't want to compile one. So I'll just say, and you can see functions doesn't have a hello JS file, and app.js doesn't file a hello. Now I'll just say tsc all compiled, and we got all the values here. Sorry, we haven't given the output directory, so we'll just say output directory will be there. Let me just delete all the JS files firstly, because it created a JS file or everything. Yes. So if I open function.js, app.js, yeah. Now if I just run compile, let me remove the nodemon cls, yeah. So now if we go to function.js, you got console hello, app.js, console hello. So you got every files. But suppose for watching only, you are just going to one files and checking for compilation. So for watch, what we were doing here, we are explicitly telling, okay, watch these files, but I want to watch every files. So I'll just remove this part. Sorry guys. Just watch all the files, and output directory will be that. See, now watching all files. So if I change in the function, remove the hello part, save it, working. app.ts, remove the hello part, working. And here also we got removed. See, and use strict got automatically here. So this is the way you can do it. Now let's just move forward to, suppose in app.ts we are declaring a variable. Suppose singly say constant a equals to data, save it. And app.ts, you are getting a variable, but you are saving as a constant. So if you go to configuration files, you can see a bunch of configurations. So we'll see most of them because there are a lot. So let me just close this part. So if you come down, you can see target. Target means which ES5 version you want to use. So supposingly, I'll say I want to use ES 2015 and ES6 are same. So I'll say compile in ES6. Yeah. If I save it, now if I go to app.js, we got a constant now. Before it was a variable, but now we are getting a constant. So you can just take the sorry guys, what happened? Take the latest one like ES 2021. I don't know whether it's what like, so I'm using ES 2021. So basically you should use ES6 will be better. Next is up to you how you wanna use it and other stuff. So I'm saying target will be ES6. Then you can see libraries. So if you go to here functions, app.ts, and you say constant data, you say document, and you save it. See, now document is not defined. Now you'll say this document is from the browser JavaScript. You are giving the browser JavaScript, but in real, I'm suppose making this application for Express.js. So here we don't have a document word. So that's why we have in lib means library, to which library should be used. If I just remove this part, uncomment, and I say just don't include any libraries, just don't, save it. So we got errors. See, a bunch of, firstly this app.ts, I mean it gone automatically. Where did I edit this? Anyways, so you found, see, so many errors we found it because this is not supported. So suppose I'll just remove firstly this. I just say just watch tch watch app ts files. So if I say constant data equals to, I'll say document, save it. Okay, JS file, let me just go to TS app. Now go to TS file app TS, let me just put it here. Okay, let me just paste it in the app TS file. Now you can see it's showing document is not defined. What is DOM? I just can't find it. What is document? Now if I just uncomment this, so by default document is available, but here I have to specify. So I'll say just okay, use the DOM. Now no error, it is using DOM because I am using for the browser application. So this is one thing. Then this is JSX. You can specify about JSX and no lib are there, no lib and common root directory. Then you can see paths, routes, and a bunch of stuff. You can say allow JS, so it's showing you if you want to check JavaScript file, check JS, you want to check JS files. Then you can see output file, where should you specify output. We are writing by ourselves, you can just give the destination here. You can see output directory. Then you can see a bunch of options are there. Then there is one more part I just want to, you can just include or exclude file. Suppose if you say watch, let me first remove the lib part. Yeah, now suppose you say watch all the files. Yeah, you set tsc dash watch all files, and output, let me just, yeah, watch all files, output directory will be there. So it's watching all the files, no error. But in TS files you are just doing something random, constant, yeah, like this, so it's showing error. So I just want to say just don't compile app.ts. If you come here, it's got compiled, you can see. So I'll just say in the end I'll put a comma and say enter. I'll say exclude, I'll give the file name that app.ts, exclude that. Now it will not showing, not like like compiling. If I just remove everything from here, save it, no, see it's still app.js still there, because I say just exclude this app.ts file from compiling. Same way we can just say include also, like which files to include, and given an array, and we'll just can write the file names. So this is what about TypeScript in a nutshell. Just about, as you studied, so it's all about types, nothing else, just this type, that type, string, number, object, arrays. It's just the data types. You just have to declare data type, that's it, nothing else. It's about TypeScript. In the next part we'll just build a normal Express application to check how we can write the Express application, because it's pretty much in the API, you can use that. So yeah, that's it in this part, guys.